It's time for trivia again, Hockey Inside Out trivia. I'm your host, Julian McKenzie, alongside Rick, Stu, and Jess. The theme for this trivia segment is the NHL trade deadline, or just trades. So these questions are basically, I'm just going to ask you about these trades that happened in Canadiens history, and they're all multiple choice. So just answer them to the best of your ability. Show me the answers when it comes time. And whoever ends up getting these questions right, you will have my undying love and gratitude. Anyway, are you guys all ready to go? You guys get your pens and pads ready?
Yeah.
All right. I'll throw out an easy question to start. Ahead of the 2016 NHL trade deadline, Marc Bergevin traded away Thomas Fleischmann and Dale Weiss and got a roster player and a draft pick in return. Who was the roster player, and who did the Canadiens draft with the selection? Was it A, Max Domi and Victor Mete, B, Peter Holland and Josh Brook, C, Philip Deneau and Alexander Romanov, or D, Thomas Tatar and Jordan Harris? Which of that pairing? So it's either A, B, C, or D. Stu is very confident. He got that. Dude didn't even
realize it was multiple choice. I was going to tell you who it was.
I know. I figured someone was going to do it. I told you that first question.
You guys working together?
Yeah.
Nah, dude. The first one is easy.
It's the best next I made.
Oh,
so do we throw it now?
All right. 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right. That's what I said. The first question, very easy. It was Philip Deneau, and that draft pick did turn into Alexander Romanov. The second question that I have, and this one is a little bit farther back. This might be a little tougher. The Montreal Canadiens acquired Thomas Vanek at the 2014 NHL trade deadline in exchange for a draft pick and a prospect. Who was the prospect? Was it A, Pavel Valentenko, B, Guillaume Latendresse, C, Sebastian Kohlberg, or D, Corey Locke? Stu does not look as confident with this one as he did before. This one is you got to think about. I remember this one. Jess looks like you look like you got it.
I got it.
Okay. All right.
Yes, Harris.
Okay. You guys ready to show me your answers?
Yes.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Guys.
I have 3 different answers.
Guys. Jess is the only one who got it right. It was Sebastian Kohlberg. Friends, I figured you guys would have been able to do a little bit better with that one.
The other ones were dated. Corey Locke was how many years ago?
Seriously. Pavel Valentenko, I believe he's in the Gomez trade in 2007 or years ago, however long ago that was.
I thought he was a ballerina.
No, Pavel Valentenko, not a ballerina. Once upon a time in the Canadian system. Corey Locke, once upon a time, I thought he was going to score a lot for the Montreal Canadiens, and I think he can only really do it at the AHL level. And no love for Guillaume
Latendresse. Hockey bag, Corey Locke, didn't he? He got called up, and his hockey equipment didn't come. I'm almost sure that was him.
I did not know that story at all. I was not covering the Montreal Canadiens around the time Corey Locke was a thing, and also no love for Guillaume Latendresse, who had his 15 minutes of fame. And I shouldn't diss him. He was around the organization for a bit. He had the really good preseason, and he stood out and he did really well. And now he's doing well with TVA Sport. But yeah, what could have been with Guillaume Latendresse. Go ahead, Stu.
I was in Minnesota covering the Canadiens before COVID, and checked into the hotel, and the guy at the desk was wearing a Minnesota Wild Guillaume Latendresse sweater. And I said, "Where'd you get that?" And he said, "At a garage sale."
Yes. It was either a garage sale or a clearance rack, and that jersey might as well be a one of one, because I can't think of too many people beyond Quebec who have a Guillaume Latendresse Minnesota Wild jersey.
Another example of poor player development by the Canadiens. They rushed them into the NHL and paid a huge price for it.
That is that poor development on the part of the Canadiens with drafting could be a topic for another trivia segment.
But
by the way, go ahead, Rick.
Sorry, I was going to say I was coaching the rookie camp back when he came in at 19 years old in Ottawa, and this kid was like, wow, like I'm talking major league skill set.
He was a man when he was a boy, eh? Ricky was like 210 pounds. When he was...
yeah. Well, that was somewhat of a concern too, because he was almost looking a little bit heavy at that time. But you know, that early on, he was highly skilled with great hands and a real threat offensively. But how times change, right?
By the way, I have 2 more trivia questions, but in the element of suspense, I will hold them off for the next bonus video that we do. So in the meantime, everyone watching this one, subscribe to the Hockey Inside Out show on YouTube, subscribe to the Hockey Inside Out newsletter, and visit hockeyinsideout.com to watch our full episode. And be on the lookout for the next one. See how these trivia questions go in our next bonus video.